I'll go live with it now. Not that it matters. I never hit the live button. But it's kind of cool to see our map too. We could see the on the vertical. I can't believe I forgot to hit go live on the vertical one. Oh yeah, it's in your hangar. That's so cool, man. Phoenix Air, yeah, Phoenix. And I flew with a Phoenix Air guy at my last operator. He'd come over. He flew for Phoenix Air for quite a while. And I saw he had the Phoenix Air thing on his bag. And I was like, what is? Tell me more. They over here still waiting for the vertical stream. They're going to be surprised. I know, BombTech. I forgot to hit go live on that. When I hit go live, it only goes go live on one. I got to manually start the vertical tracker. Gus, man, I gave up on X-Plane, Gus. I'm done. It's dead to me, dude. I am done with X-Plane 12, Gus. I don't know why. I'll send you my log file, but I deleted Gizmo. I deleted a bunch of other stuff, and it just won't download the freaking installer, man. I see what you're doing, Josh. You're trying to hack in over there on the vertical stream. Josh he's got the right idea. When the main chat is too busy, just go to vertical and chat there. Just Fly is making a Lear 45. I'm very excited for that as well. Key 6, my man. How you doing? What's up, dude? Next week, he'll be back on X-Plane. No, Key 6. It's dead to me. I'm so pissed off at X-Plane right now. You have no idea. Because I was so motivated to fly the Felis. I don't want the beta, Gus. I wanted just the stable. X-Plane 12 stable, man. That's all I wanted. I didn't need to go to the beta. But I'm on 12.3.2 or whatever. I'm one behind. Because 12.4 is beta, right? I'm on 12.3 is current. I'm on 2.2 or 12.2. I-86 X-Plane. I went to P3D for the 7.4, 7.5, and 7.6. Big Sierra. You know what, dude? That's not a bad idea, my man. That's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. What do we got here? Flight plan 150 and 30, 180. So we're getting close. You know, was set to see let's get a little last stream before Christmas. It's our last chance to run a little Christmas jazz as we fly it down to Enrique something. Love it, man. Blue hour over the islands. Miles, what's up, man? Do you have any advice for taxiing the Starship without riding the brakes? You got to be in beta, dude. Make sure you have your beta annunciator enabled. It'll be a little blue light here. Or actually, I think on the Starship, I think it shows you on the iCast that you're in beta. You need to be in beta on the Starship. If you're not in beta on the ground in the Starship, you're going to be burning up brakes. Yeah, you do not taxi the Starship in idle. V1 is giving away his copy of X-Plane when we get on the ground. Indeed. Aero Enrique Iglesias. Tyson, that was a great stream, wasn't it? Sometimes I miss Vatsim. We were actually setting up multiplayer for this stream, and then Vodka and AJ quit on me. But we had our avatars out there. If we could get it working, it would be pretty cool. I think it's a little buggy, though. Is beta same as reverse? No. So... most modern turboprops, PT6, will have a beta range and then a separate detent for reverse. Some of the old King Airs and the old 99s only had one gate, but beta was technically right at the gate. You go over it just a little bit, that's beta. But any more than beta, you get into negative pitch, and that's actually reverse, where your ITTs will start increasing. So that would be considered reverse thrust. Technically your ITT is going to increase a little bit when you go into beta, but by adding fuel, that's reverse. Beta, you're not adding fuel, you're just changing the blade pitch to flat pitch. I'm in beta. Do I have to be between ground fine, lift, and idle? Yes. Yeah. if you're still, I mean, in how light are you, miles to Budapest? If you're super light, you're going to need to be all the way in beta. But you should be able to control your speed pretty much exclusively just through the beta range on the Starship. Now, like I said, if you're really light, then you may have be using those brakes too. But, and this is actually my first night flight in the Lear, so this is pretty sick. Look at the reflection. I love that.
877 Sierra Delta, Piarco radar. Expect radar vectors. RNAV runway 09er.
I'm trying to see which lights do which. That's the flood. Ooh, just a little bit of flood. So I want a little bit of flood. HSI, instrument panel lights. Turn those down a little more. What does he want? Okay, fine.
Expect radar vectors, RNAV runway 09er, November 877 Sierra Delta.
Next time you get to Citation 10, can you go over your control curves? I noticed all those rotor 30 on landing at VREF, but on taxi it's okay. Could be a control curve. Ask me again when we get in the Citation 10, if I remember. Key 6, thank you for the 52 month support. I missed this one. Now you know X-Plane is still very usable in certain applications. I'll have to shoot you a message about that too. Oh boy. Thank you, Key 6, for the 52 months of support, my man. Appreciate you. Sorry I missed that earlier. Yeah, Gus. ITT is going to go up in beta for multiple reasons. But as far as adding fuel to the engine, that would be technically reverse. Because reverse thrust, even reverse idle, you're adding fuel to increase power. But just airflow alone going into beta, your ITT is going to go up. Now on the Starship with the reverse PT6, I actually don't... No, I guess it would still, right? I don't know. The Starship is a different player because it's reverse flow. Citation does use a tiller, correct. All right, we're going to need to start down.
November 877 Sierra Delta, ready for descent.
November 877 Sierra Delta, George F. Charles landing runway 09er.
George F. Charles, landing runway 09er, November 877 Sierra Delta.
I'm just going to set 10. I'm going to do my own thing here for George F. Charles.
November 877 Sierra Delta, descend to flight level 280.
No thanks. We're going to
Descend
bypass
flight
that.
level 280, November
All right, so to go
877 Sierra
down, I'm going to go alt arm speed Mach, and now we're going to pull some power off. Just a little bit of power, come down 1,500, 1,800 feet a minute. Looking good. I'm going to miss our Christmas stream. I feel like we didn't, I feel like I've been streaming a lot, but I feel like we didn't stream enough, you know? I remember when Microsoft 2024 first dropped. It was right near Christmas time, right? It was in November. Man, we streamed every night. We streamed until like 10, 11 p.m. at the HQ doing career mode grinds. So now, in the holiday season now, I feel like I should be flying sim all night long. That was just so fun. We'll have some long nights coming up in the sim. I want to do some more career mode. The PC-24, I'm actually pretty impressed by, which is crazy to say, and impressed for default. I mean, it's nowhere near payware, nowhere near a Learjet or anything like that. But as far as career mode options, I'm impressed with what I was feeling in terms of flight model and characteristics yesterday. Hold on, I got a loose Cat C cable over here on my rudder pedals. Can't have a loose Cat C cable here for landing. You're going to be cooked. Give me a second. Look at I love the beacon reflection on the tip tank. How it does that wobble. Old school beacon. Small detail. Awesome job right there. Awesome job. I wonder if FlySimWare's still here. I was going to ask him if you see him pop in the chat again. I wanted to ask if they're going to end up bringing the mean time between failures and the type of, I don't know, quote unquote ownership of the airplane to the 414. I think that would add a lot to the 414. Chat, we're hiring a van full of hippies here. But look how beautiful this is. Let's just go flying in heading mode. It looks like looking out the ISS window, doesn't it? T-Tut. What's up, buddy? So how was Working Title 7.4 stream? I mean, honestly, dude, what do you guys think in chat that you watched the 7.4.8 with the sound pack? I would give it a solid... I'd give it a solid 7.5. I didn't get to open the doors. I should have opened the nose door. Apparently you can do all that. Look at the line between dark and light. Wow. It's because both of us are employed. Truth. We do have football this Christmas, but I'm so glad I don't have to pay for Netflix to watch the Cowboys, man. Freaking terrible freaking team, man. Alright, I'm going to keep dimming these back. What is... So EL is... What's EL? Oh, that's those lights. I need to dim... Oh, there we go. I need to dim my altimeter. My altimeter is a little bright. Oh, doesn't this have its own dimming thing? Oh, remember we went through this on... Nope, I just switched... Oh, how do we dim this? Chat, do you remember how to dim this? It has its own function, and I forget how to do it. It was blinding us in career mode last year, too. It's broken still in 24? Terminal line is the name of the line between night and dark. Thank you. Yeah, 5,000 feet per minute, dude. We're cooking. We need... Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Doing 340 frickin' knots. Vertical speed off. Pitch bail ref up. Alright, in-flight breakup. No. I can't listen to... We can't have music. We cannot have music. It's too much of a workload. Pitch bail ref up. Whew. Lawn dart, take two. I mean, just... I got confident for, 2 minutes there. Where's the, precogs are juicy, I think, on the outside. Yeah, we don't want those on yet. What about this ice light? Does this work? It sure does. Sure does. Love me a little ice light on the right wing. Lear is very quick to humble you, indeed. All right, coming out of 18,000 feet, 17.5. East Coast NC, thank you for the 5 gifted subs, my man. Welcome. For the members that pick up the membership, make sure you shout out East Coast. Thank you, man. Very kind. 290901 is set.
Turn right, heading 135, Mountain 5 Foxtrot X-ray.
Shallow out this descent even more here. Now we're going to be way low. It's all right. Let's get our heading and everything tidied up. Thanks, East Coast. Appreciate you. Glad you're enjoying them, my man. Glad you're enjoying the streams, buddy. We'll come down to 10,000. We'll do a little low pass, night flying. Of course, the first stream I do in the Lear, I got to do a night landing, which I have not done yet, so that's always exciting. What's this? Oh, that's this light. Oh, look at this, a little lap light. I can read my charts. That's cozy. How's our fuel? Got a 2,000. Man, we freaking drinking the fuel on this sucker. Did it go Mach 1? We got close, man. I had it in Mach hold. We were doing 340 indicated at about 24,000 feet. We caught it just in time. We were about to be overspeeding again. At least in the sim, you can instantly adjust the time instead of having to reload everything. And explain that is true, Tutco. All right, there it goes. Shallow it out. 500 feet per minute. We'll keep trickling down here. Love the beacon, old school beacon reflections. Sounds are spot on, man. Internal sounds, I feel like I'm in the jet. Twist Foss, by yoke will. You can have overspeed on the yoke, you know, those effects and stuff. I'm pretty sure, hasn't the Lear gone Mach 1? Didn't they test it? One of the Lears like actually went Mach 1. Looks like a kit scanners. Zach says, I got to pick this up. Stream definitely sold me. Zach, I make sure you check the binding video from FlySimWare. That's the first thing you want to do. But it's in a league of its own, man. You know, it's in a league of its own. There's no. I'm trying to think if there's another airplane that we have right now in 2024 that is as demanding as the Lear. And I can't think of one. You know, the Fila 747, flying that single pilot is about as demanding as the Lear, except do everything at friggin' Mach Jesus, right? And the acceleration, deceleration rate. So it's like the workload of the Fila 74, but it's hands-on workload. It's not just flipping switches workload. Starship? No, Starship is manageable. The Starship just takes practice. Once you get practice and proficient in the Starship, it's actually a very manageable airplane, but it is a lot. It is a lot of airplane, but there you have a lot of tools. You've got your checklist right there on the ICAS. You've got really handy EFB to check your systems and everything. So it's manageable, and it's also slower than in respectively. Twist House, thank you for the 3 months. Appreciate you. Good to see the Learjet again. The original 2020 Learjet streams is how I found your channel. Nice. Man, you're not the first to say that, so thank you for the 3 months support. Appreciate you. I'm glad we can get some OG content back for you. Yeah, I think the first Lear stream we ever did, we went off into the hangars, right? Because we didn't have our steer switch bound. What's the add-on name? This is the FlySimWare Lear 35A, and this is the 2024 native version. It's a standalone product, and when you buy this one, you get multiple variants. You get the freighter, you get the EMS, and then passenger. Is there anything that would go faster than Mach 1? I mean, there's some, we have the F-18s, right? But I don't fly any of that stuff. There's something about flying military jets in a civilian sim that it doesn't really do it for me. Adam Luke, it is very aesthetically pleasing. I agree. It's very proportionate. I love the tip tanks. It just looks mean and fast. Sleek and fast. it mean. Sitting still, it does. It's a great bird. I love the inside view. I love seeing the tip tanks from the cockpit view. I love that. Of course, a good wing view too. Yeah, it does kind of look like an F1 car. Wasn't it supposed to be becoming a fighter? I think you're right. You know, it was supposed to be something like the L-39, right? Perhaps. So we're going over, what is this island here? This is, well, descent, hold on. Windshield, cabin controller, field elevation, anti-ice, and altimeters. There's the altitude alarm. Field elevation, we need to set you. Let's go ahead and hide that again. Dump you all the way down, be landing at sea level. Cabin's coming down. Oh, we're going to cap here at 10,000. Yeah, we would have had a much better descent, but now we get a 10,000 foot view of, what island is this? Going over, there's an airport here, TFF. What is the name of this airport? Lamenton? No, what's the name on the chart? French Martinique. Martinique. That's Martinique is the name I was looking for. Man, we're going over Martinique, 10,000 feet at night. Love it. Night lighting is on point tonight. Fuel check. 1.8, looking good. Did you hear that subtle fan at a sync? And then I went to sync it up. It's whomp, whomp. That's Boris cooking, man. Yeah, there's Martinique Airport right there. My screen shipped for tomorrow. Acer Nitro 27 WQHD 2560 by 1440. I'm trying to read the specs on it. 1500R curved. AMD FreeSync Premium 180 Hertz. HDR10. Cool. Bone King, I actually don't know if they will be. Oh, is that a golf course? What is that? Why is there lights on the golf course? Is this so you can play golf at night? Or is that a trail? What is that down there? Alright, we're 30 miles out. Let's see what kind of procedures they have here. NDB 9, let's do RNAV 9. We're coming in off of FOF. We'll load that. And let's go flight plan, direct Newcock. That'll set us up 220. Night golf? Really? Golf never sleeps? A mosquito dream in Martinique? Is that really golf at night? That is very cool. You have the 34 nitro curve? Nice. I would have gone for a 34, but I want to keep everything the same for my stream PC. I might get one just for my home PC. We'll see. We shall see. We should probably look at the chart. Be a good practice approach. Where are we going to? TLPC. St. George. FAA. Oh, we don't have FAA charts. Approaches. RNAV 10, I guess, is what they have. Nope. That's TLPC. No charts? No charts? Okay. YOLO in on this one. We could take a look at the Lear 35 landing page. Runway, airport, and MSL. 0. Total weight is... How do I check that out? Let's go to here. No, let's go to flight performance. 15,000 pounds. Temperature 15 C. Runway distance actual 3,000, factored 5,000. It's going to be tight because if we look at the info page, that's in meters, almost 2,000 meters. So not a whole lot of room there. Hey! You must be bored. Miss V1 is back. We're getting ready to shoot our approach into St. Lucia, so we're almost done. We set 4,000 feet. I'm going to bring the power back until we hit 250, then we're going to do a speed hold all the way down. Go ahead, take your seats. Get the recogs on. Alright, windshield, cabin controller, field elevation, anti-ice required, 1/8 recognition lights off on the approach. No items before landing is where we're at. Here comes 250, speed hold. Power's coming idle, down we go. Look at the cone, you can tell it's humid. Aviation Dude, my man, thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. Appreciate you, Aviation Dude. If you pick up a membership from Aviation Dude, shout about, say thank you. Very, very kind, my man. Appreciate all the support. Hope you have a good Christmas party. And a wonderful rest of your holiday season, man. Thank you, Aviation Dude. Tyson, we've been enjoying the 12 days of Streammas. That's good. I like it. Why are we not in speed hold? Because we didn't hit alt arm. So now we're cooked. Vertical speed off, pitch barrel ref. We got to get back up. See, look, I took my eyes off it for a second and I just cooked us here. We'll go ahead and get the flood down for landing. Actually, I need a little bit of flood. Just a little bit of instrument, a little bit of panel. Actually, less panel. A little more instrument light. That's a little too dim. I wonder if we could dim the altimeter by itself. Guess not. Alright, well, we're going to cook all the way down. We're going to set 2,000. Power's coming to idle. Speed hold. Magic Barrel Ref update. Should put this in. Is there a terrain mode? Guess not. Not that there's any terrain out over the water, but for the island. 6 for 2. Lawn dart take 2. Alright, prime rib. You still want me to get the prime rib tonight? You want me to come home first and we can get the kids and then we can go look at lights and then go get prime rib? Or I guess I'll get it tonight. Oh, I gotta go run errands after the stream chat. It's gonna be a spicy landing. I'm a little nervous. I'm a little bit nervous. A little speed brake here too. Because we are fast already. Spoilers, flaps, landing gear, lights, anti-skid is on. Thrust reversers disarm before landing. What? Alright, we're turning final. Final approach course is 090 track. Oh yeah, we're looking good. Airport in sight. Nah, prime ribs for Christmas. Prime ribs for Christmas, not tonight. Alright, replay's coming up. Now the speed's gonna bleed off here real quick, so keep an eye on that. Recording is on. I want to come back to about 180 K knots. Have to bug that. Flaps 8. $820.40 is what we got. All right, runway's in sight. Autopilot is disconnected. There we go. No? That's the gear horn. Gear's coming down. Let's turn you off. Turn you off. Flight director's away. Now damp's on. If I can just sit up just a little bit. Alright, sim sounds all the way up. Recording is on. Let's get her configured here. We also need landing lights. Flaps 20. Flaps 40. We're locked in. Keep an eye on the AOA gauge. This is the AOA gauge right here. There's no tower freak here. I switched freaks because I was going to do my own approach there. Why do I have to do a landing at night? windy at night too, not to mention. Golly. So much for a calm night. A little fast. Steer button. I have it ready. Oh gosh, I was looking down. I just got super low. I have it bound. I have the steer button bound on the ground. We'll get it. Steer on. Gosh. Hey. Well, that is why you, where did we taxi? I think I have to make a 180 on the runway, right? Yeah. So you don't float it. But those sounds, that freaking sound is awesome. The reverser. I did it backwards. It'd be reverse first, or excuse me, it's spoiler first, and then reverse thrust, right? So the spoiler is a toggle right here, where I click it into extend. Oh, don't want to go into the grass with my brand new Learjet. I screwed that up, but it's stowed. Take it to the ramp. I used every inch of that runway. This plane is not available in career mode, no, and I don't believe it will be. Stop the recording. Let's move the time back, see where we're going here. That way we can do a replay out of it too. And we'll take the taxiway over here. What is floating right there? Oh, we just made another Learjet go around. My bad. Looks like a Citation 10. I forgot we're still on a network. Still on beyond ATC, so. Alright, we'll clear the runway. And we're going to go shut down over here. Alright, landing goes to taxi, taxi. Keep going. Let's get the pitot heats. I forgot ignitions. Recog strobes. It looked like a Citation 10 actually. Yeah, it did. My bad. I just said Lear because freaking Lear. Let's also get the flaps up. We'll spin our jet around. And we'll shut her down. I've never actually shut her down here, so. Alright, brakes set. So for shutdown, we'll turn you off. We can leave you on. We'll get the avionics master, beacon, rad out, autopilot. Yaw damp power is off. Cabin is depressurized. Pressure is 0. And cutoffs. I'm going to leave the battery on. I left the lights on. There we are. Left the lights on and the battery on because we're going to do replay mode. Nice spool down, though. Nice spool down sound. All right. Let's go ahead and now, I love the ticker. The ticking is perfect. All right. Move this to run. Move those to run. Let me get my avionics on. And everything else is fine. We'll get the other two lights on as well. And let's just go into replay mode, see how we looked. Volanta landing rates, 171. 171 on the landing rate. All right, replay's up. I'm going to run it forward. Be advised, this is my first replay attempt in the Lear 2, so we'll see how it handles. So far, so good. We'll do a couple blue hour landings, and then we'll do the real one that we did at night. That was pretty spicy at night. She's real touchy, baby. Real touchy. Just got to fly her into the ground. That reverser spool was pretty sick. Hold on. That reverser. Listen to this reverser spool up. Love it. Thank you, FlySimWare. Appreciate you. We used all the runway there. We used her up pretty good. We could have gone a little further, but look at that. That is so cool. Let's do a flyby from the touchdown. You just got to fly her into the dirt. You got to fly her into the dirt. More so than the 7.3. Let's see, we touch down here, so let me go outside view reset. It's going to be real loud. Hold on. Let me do this. Let me do this, this. And we'll do it from right here. Right, like so. We'll lock that, close that, brighten it up just a little bit. I want to see it. And then we'll do the last replay at night. All right, sound's back on. Look at that little rocket ship. FS-98. Look at that. Fly it into ground effect. Just hold it. Hold it. Oh. Spoilers first. I messed up. Spoilers first. FlightSimWare. This is called, the replay is Flight Recorder. It's a free replay tool off of FlightSimTO. It's my favorite recorder or replay tool out there. And surprise, your airplane works flawlessly in it. So all I had to do is just put the thrust levers back up and put the power on the airplane. Didn't even have to restart it, but it reboosted the engines and everything. All the animations are working in replay. Some airplanes, they just handle different in Flight Recorder replay. It's not FCR, it's just Flight Recorder, I guess. It's not FCR, it's different than FCR. FCR is this one, and it's not very good. Oh, you use it for videos? Okay, good. All right, cool, cool. I just love this. Nabil, that's the N1 tickers. I'll show you. Almost looks like the aileron's fluttering there just a little bit. That might just be the replay. The ticking, Nabil, is right here. The N1 tickers, and it's true to the real airplane. So it just brings awareness to what your thrust is doing. All right, I'm going to wind it all the way back. I got to get going here because I got to go get the prime rib for Christmas. So I'll leave you with a real dusk replay right about there. Guys, I'm going to wrap it up. That's probably going to be it for the rest of the week. So shout out FlySimWare. Awesome airplane. Enjoy the Lear. I enjoyed it in 2020. I love this one even more. You could definitely tell the work that was put into it. I'm glad to know that the N1 fan blade will be updated in the future. And I look forward to where you go with this product, man, because right now it's really, really good. Really enjoy it. It's like no other airplane in the sim in terms of satisfaction when you shut her down. It's a rocket ship you're hanging on. You're hanging on for dear life the whole flight, especially single pilot on a network. So Merry Christmas to all of you in the chat. Happy holidays. I will see you before New Year's, I'm sure. Probably end of this week, Friday, Saturday, maybe we'll do something. But until then, I hope you all enjoyed the last couple of streams. Enjoy this replay all the way in. There is new interior textures coming and more EFB options, says FlySimWare. Oh man, very, very cool. I look forward to it. Cannot wait. Beautiful airplane. Flies like a dream. Very challenging. You guys are doing an awesome job over there. So, all right. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your week. I will see you after Christmas. Stay safe. Stay healthy. I'm V1. Catch you on the next one. See you.